Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the NXT review for the 28th of December 2011 and NXT review. Outcomes, a couple of people, former NXT alum, Justin Gabriel and Heath Slater. Slater says Gabriel's done nothing. The same barb is thrown back at Justin Gabriel, and again, I mean, they kind of go back and forth. They do battle here on the 100th edition of NXT, 100 episodes later, and this show is certainly nothing to write home about. The mat wrestling is dominated by Justin Gabriel at the point, and Gabriel has been on SmackDown, I believe. Heath Slater at the time had done Raw and SmackDown by this point. Obviously, they moved up to the main roster, which was the idea behind the whole concept, and it does work out in the short, but both guys kind of end up going back down. Arm bars and the like by Justin Gabriel. Gabriel manages to hit a couple of springboards, and nothing really of major value there. We see some attempted springboarding and then a crotch shot on the top turnbuckle by Justin Gabriel, who manages to go brawling outside with Heath Slater. Not exactly the best of situations. Slater manages to get a body slam along the manor and, kind of rolls up, rolls through, and then there's a 2 count and a clothesline by Heath Slater. Slater manages to get things going in a process there, and Irish whip and reversal, and ultimately there is a spin kick and a roaring elbow from Justin Gabriel. Gabriel manages to keep things under his control. Match itself is pretty good for the standard that's here. Spine buster by Heath Slater. Slater manages to get the near fall and almost a victory off of the spine buster, but Slater does not get the process done here. Instead, Justin Gabriel goes to the top, gets a 450, and hits that and gets the victory that way. More love between Johnny Curtis and Maxine. They have decided to get married. Also, worth mentioning is a power slam off of the top rope from Heath Slater in the middle of the match, and then soon thereafter the springboard 450 that gets him the victory that way. Then we see Percy Watson and Tyson Kidd going at it here on this 100th edition of the program, and Tyson Kidd slows the match down, a couple of chin locks, a couple of real basic moves, takes him around the corner and around the bell, so to speak, and doesn't get all he wants on it. Back elbow out of the corner, and Tyson Kidd up to the top rope manages to get nailed with a drop kick under the chin. Not exactly the best of situations there, but again, manages to do what he can where he can, and ultimately, some splashing and the drop kick there. We see ultimately we see Johnny Curtis and manages to pull that, and ultimately we see Curtis make his way out. Honestly, Johnny Curtis and Derek Bateman are here. We see them going at it, and again, they're basically battling over the love of Maxine. Bateman is still stuck on her to some degree, although less than he was. This match turns into a brawl between the two, kind of a bit of a, I wouldn't say blood feud, but at the same time, as close as you're going to get on NXT, probably. Anyway, Johnny Curtis and Derek Bateman have a very basic match: chin locks, punches, kicks, more feud around anger and issue than actual quality match. But it doesn't need to be quality match because again, there's the issue of the girl, which is what's driving them. Rolling neckbreaker by Derek Bateman. Maxine on the outside getting involved and obviously being very pro Johnny Curtis at this point, and ultimately um, the nature of things is there, and a shot into the buckle, roll up, roll through, and a pull of the tights, and Bateman gets the victory, and Maxine walks away unimpressed, and we close the year of 2011 on this NXT program. We'll be back with more right after this.